These are some of the top Web3/blockchain games that you need to look out for in 2023. But before we get started with those, we will go through the obvious mentions. So for some of the more obvious games that you need to be playing in 2023, the first one we'll start is Blancos Block Party. Blancos Block Party is free to play on the Epic Store, and you can participate in brawls that have to do with vibe collects, KOs, and races. All maps are community made, so make sure you step into the fun. Hello! Somebody whipped that! Oh my god, he just dunked on his face! Next up is Superior, and it is downloadable on Steam right now for free, or for my Web3 people, you could head on to Gala Games and download the game and play as well. Superior is a vibrant roguelite third-person shooter that provides you with endless amounts of entertainment and action. Next up on that list is Big Time, and if you're looking for great action adventure games where you can play with your friends up to a team of 6 and look for those digital collectible drops, Big Time is for you. Next up is Star Atlas, which you can get on the Epic Game Store, but first you would have to head over to Star Atlas and purchase one of their digital collectibles to get pre-alpha access. You can explore the showroom and see all the ships and open world the game has to offer. Next up we have Phantom Galaxies, which you can purchase each episode to the storyline on OpenSea. Phantom Galaxies combines open world space simulators with fast-paced mech shooter and a captivating storyline. The episodes to the storyline are super inexpensive, and I highly recommend you go try out this beautiful game. Lastly on the list for obvious mentions, we have Illuvium, the open world auto battler game that gives us vibrant gaming culture. I highly recommend getting private closed access to the game while it is still available before the main game hits the markets. Definitely head on in and catch yourself some alluvials. Alright guys, those were our obvious mentions. Those were the ones that we just had to get out of the way because I don't want to see in the comments, oh, you didn't say Illuvium, you didn't say Star Atlas. Yes, I did. Those are obvious. Those are ones that are talked about a lot. But in this video, I am going to get into ones that may not be being talked about as much and need some more light shed upon it. So for 2023, at our number 6 spot for most anticipated, we have Imposters game. Play Imposters, the play and earn social deduction game, is a fantastic play on the now known traditional game known as Among Us. Imposters is a social gaming metaverse built in Unreal Engine that has been in production since early 2020. The team is composed of over 30 world-class engineers and builders with experience working on AAA games such as Epic Games, Roblox, Pixar, and more. For number 5 on our list for most anticipated games in 2023, we have to go with Compete. Compete is a team-based multiplayer game with a ton of things inside to do of their island that they built on Unreal Engine 4, which will be soon transported to Unreal Engine 5. The island name is Mazuku Island, and on this island you could do a ton of things such as playing basketball with your friends, battle royale, go-kart racing, golf, and more. You will be able to create your own competitor and choose their own attributes to those specific game types that you want to play. I consider this truly a next generation game where you can hop in and literally play whatever type of game that you want, whether it's sports or a battle royale. Compete will have what you want. Coming in at number 4, we have the Wildcard game, where you can battle in the arena where skill and strategy meet in this PvP collectible card-based arena action game, where the cards you choose on your deck and their synergies matter as much as your skill with a champion. You will need to do your best to survive in this arena and be able to beat your opponents 1v1. It is truly an incredible battle arena that we have not seen before, and I'm really excited for this one. If you're liking this content, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. But yes, coming in at number 3, we have Earth from Another Sun. The open world galaxy MMO FPS, you will be able to fight, trade, loot, build, recruit vessels, dungeon wars, conquests on the Solana blockchain. You will be able to traverse many of the game's cities and be able to conquer them as you create and build your own personal army. Treasures, loot, digital collectibles, different types of environments, Earth from Another Sun really does offer it all. Earth from Another Sun is truly one of those games that I play now and look forward to a ton and can't wait for its full release. Coming in at number 2 on this list, we have a sports game. We have STG Football. STG Football, the next generation multiplayer football game that is free to play on the Epic Store for all in North America. They are officially licensed by the NFLPA. It is a 4-on-4 NFL Blitz style game where you own, trade, and play as the players you earn from packs and playing in games. As of right now, STG Football is the most complete and the most exciting sports game on the market. It is free to play on the Epic Store, and I highly recommend you go try it out. And coming in at number 1 for the 2023 most anticipated Web3 games, I have Champions Ascension. Champions Ascension is an intense high-stakes combat experience with an ever-expanding open world. Between their one-on-one Champions Battle Arena, drunken mini-games, and board games with crabs, there will always be something good to do in Champions Ascension. Now, yes, the game is obviously in beta, as most of these games are, but once the game fully expands, this is one that I am super excited about and super excited to play regularly, especially because of their one-on-one arena, as well as some of their side games that make the game so much fun. All right, guys, those were the most anticipated games for me in 2023, but before we go, we do have to do an honorable mentions list, and boy, do I have a few. So coming in at number 5 for my honorable mentions is Walker World. Walker World is a massive open world adventure and multiplayer game powered by Unreal Engine 5. The team at Walker World is focused on giving you an open world metaverse shooter type style where you can traverse their lands that they built for you. Coming in at number 4, we have Kiraverse. Now, Kiraverse is a third-person shooter built on the blockchain. It's a game that I've been looking forward to for a really long time, now in open beta, which you can download on the Elixir platform. Coming in at number 3, we have the Altiverse. Right now, you can request early access to the Altiverse, and it is free to play, where you can build houses, craft furnishings, fly, race, shop, and socialize all in Sky City. Sky City is the central hub of the Altiverse, where you can do all of these things and play in many ways. So many skins, cities available in this game. It's one that I'm really looking forward to. Coming in at number 2, we have Metalcore. Metalcore is an open 50v50 PvP war game where you can use mechs, infantry, aircrafts, and vehicles in order to fight. You will be able to have the choice between first and third person combat in this territorial warfare on a massive scale map. Kind of reminds me of Big Team Battle in Halo, just with mechs and a lot of flight aircrafts and things of that nature. It's a really big, beautiful game. They've been doing constant updates to it. The open world beta is available now, and you are able to play, so I highly recommend hopping on in every Friday. And number 1 on my honorable mentions list, and honestly, it really could have made any single one of these lists, whether it's obvious mentions or my 2023 most anticipated, but I wanted to give it a spotlight. This one is called Wilder World. Wilder World, a new dimension of reality. It is an immersive 5D metaverse built on Unreal Engine 5 and 0. You will be able to own digital assets such as your own cars, your own shoes, your own apartments, condos, or villas, as well as land. You will also be able to own some hovercrafts which look like cars, but they are generated futuristically. You will also be able to own your own beasts, which are your metaverse companions inside of the game. Now, there will be a ton to do inside of Wilder World, kind of reminding you of Cyberpunk 2077, but that much better due to the fact that you can own, trade, and sell your own in-game assets. The game is absolutely stunning, and I can't wait to be driving in Miami. But yes, guys, I know it was a little bit clickbaity because I said it was top 5 most anticipated, but in reality, I gave you about 21 games to look forward to. I couldn't really leave any single one out because they're all super important. But yeah, those are the top 5 anticipated games, some honorable mentions and some obvious mentions. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.